Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Rugs here, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back. And I got something pretty awesome for you today for this Legion premiere. This is in front of you, the APOC Wallace. This was given to me by my son for my birthday. Thank you very much, son. Love you very much. And I just can't wait to show you guys. This thing is a serious blade. Okay, so what is everybody carrying? I think appropriately for this bad boy right here, I've got my beg letter from Kaiser in a drop point in CPM 3V. Go check out my video on this. What's everybody carrying? Let me know in the comments section or in the chat section. And quickly, veterans and active military, as always, just want to say thank you very much for your service. Really appreciate you all. Enjoy this video. Let's go over quick specs of this blade. Once again, this is a very massive APOC Wallace Bowie with an overall length of 15.13 inch, blade length 9 inch, blade material D2, blade hardness 58 to 60 HRC, blade thickness 6.35 millimeters, handle length 5.75 inch, handle material G10. Weight of this knife is over a pound. It's 16.5 ounce, so it's a hefty duty blade. Features a full tang, lanyard hole, Kydex sheath, and a TekLoc. Actually, I'm sorry, it does not have a lanyard hole. My mistake. I get so used to writing all this stuff down and reading off the phone that it's just automatic that I put lanyard hole. But this one does not have a lanyard hole. Sorry about that. Okay, great. I got the specs out of the way. Let's take a look at this knife. I had to zoom out of this to get this knife to fit. Even the box is big. You know, it's just, I can't believe how big it is. It's just insane. Okay, so let's take a quick look at this awesome business end right here of the blade. Completely flat ground on both sides with that gunmetal gray type finish right there. It's big, man. It is one big Bowie. In fact, you know what? To give you some perspective, this is my beg letter. Look how small that is. Look how small that is. I mean, perfect companion though, but look how small that knife is compared to that massive Bowie. That's pretty insane. Now, my son, with my advice, got this off of Chicago Knife Works. They have the best price, okay? So if you're interested in this knife, do a little bit more research. There's a couple of content creators who've already tested this. Like I said, I in my last video showing the APOC Demko, I think I'm about 5 or 6 months late on these knives. They came out a while ago. In fact, APOC just came out with some new Japanese style looking knives. Go take a look at it at the APOC website. But you know, I'm a little late on this. So there are a couple other content creators who have tested this out. Do a search and they'll do some hard use reviews so you can get a better idea of how these knives perform. But that is, I just got to be careful I don't hit the camera stand. It's just one big series blade. All right, well, I guess that's Mike Wallace's signature right there, or they just put Mike Wallace on there in some wicked fonts. But the rest of the blade is clean, all sterile. And it does have APOC on the other side. Completely flat ground. So this will make a nice camp knife for sure. Okay, I know it's a fighting knife, but this will make a camp knife. It's not like you're gonna be fighting people unless you're a veteran. I'm sorry, a law enforcement or military or what have you that require the use of tools like these. Just a massive blade, man. I am very impressed. Massive sharpening choil that will also act as a finger choil for that up close and personal work. The guard is part of the, the full tang, so they have that. And then they made the handle fit properly with the guards. Well, this one's completely covered. This one is protruding a little bit, but a very adequate guard in my opinion. Some nice finger grooving and contouring. A little bird's beak area right over here. Not really sure what this is really called for this pommel, but no lanyard hole. I wish we had a lanyard hole here, but I guess it's a fighter more than anything else, so maybe that's why. I don't know. Just a guess. No lanyard hole, not even recessed. Not sure why that decision was made. I say the fit and finish is 98%, 99%. You could see the CNC markings over here. It's not like the nicest thing. You can see some of the CNC markings along the spine, the very thick spine. I think that tip might be a little thin. However, I think if you take a look at the other content creators, they definitely use that tip and it came through. That's a lot of D2 right there, man. You imagine this knife in DC-53? That would have been cool. Handles are nicely done. You could see the contouring. Let me just go all the way around. This is one impressive, massive blade, man. Okay. Everything seems to feel flush all the way around the knife. There's a little bit of scalloping here. All right. It fits my hand very well. So this pointer here and the middle finger just fit properly in the grooves. And then you might have, well, definitely one finger more, maybe two. If you got some big hands, hopefully this will give you an idea if this might fit your hand. They don't sell these knives on Amazon, so you're gonna have to order it from someplace. And again, do your research in case you don't like it and you want to return it. It's just an awesome blade. I just don't understand why they didn't add a lanyard hole, but I'm good with this, man. Let me tell you, this is really nice. Let's take a look. Just make sure this is properly centered here for everybody to see. Let's take a look at the sheath. It's a very nice sheath. It is a pancake style with rivets and slots here. You could lash all kinds of paracord. I love this type of sheath because of I'm thinking versatility. You could add all kinds of third party on here. I know you don't want to make it too heavy, but something this big, you want to take it as maybe a camp tool. So maybe you get out of your car, you hike maybe 15, 20 minutes to your site. You can carry something like this with all kinds of gadgets on here. First aid kit, ferro rod holder, what have you, very, very nice. It does come with the TekLoc. I kind of wish there was a dangling system of some sort instead of a TekLoc, but I think I had mentioned before, man, I got to figure out something to, put in here with a nylon belt loop or leather belt loop. I think it's doable, and then you can keep this TekLoc here for more versatility. Snap this in, then you have the dangling system. I got to figure something out. But a excellent high quality Kydex sheath for sure. There's your drainage hole. How important that is to a lot of people. Very nice, man, very nice. So let's pop this knife in. No up and down play, no side to side play. This particular blade, they did a good job with molding this sheath, this knife. It's just awesome. That's a big blade. That's a really, really big blade. Very nice, man, very nice. Real quick, let me just show you the box here because it's a big box. When I received it, I couldn't believe how big this thing was. I mean, I know you kind of Sorry about that dust over there. That must have come like that from the warehouse. But yeah, man, just a big box with the APOC label over here, and you know, stickers and stuff like that. Very impressive. You know, if you're a big fan of buoys, this is one you got to get. This is just one you got to get, man. Let's take one last look at this. Well, actually, you know what? Let me do a little bit of curls on here. I mean, with something this big, I definitely would recommend. I would definitely recommend a companion knife, you know. But again, we always want to know, if this is all we had, will the knife still do the job? So very sharp, very, very sharp out of the box, man. I think this is going to be a perfect camp knife, you know. Instead of taking an axe, just take a saw with you, a pocket folder, a little companion knife, and you could use this to chop up, baton some wood. All right. So very sharp right here, man. This is some buoy. This is some blade. It's just insane how big this is. Sorry about that background noise, people. I kind of like choking up on it too. It feels pretty good. There's a little hot spot right here with this guard. However, it's still manageable, I think, if you're going to do the up-close personal touch to anything. But there you have it, troops. The APOC Wallace Bowie. Go check it out, man. Go check out those, you know, do a search. Go check out the reviews on this knife. Again, Chicago Knife Works has it at the absolute best price. They're not doing free shipping anymore. I don't know what happened there. You know, maybe they changed their policies, but you still won't have to pay tax. And you know, if you decide not to pay for expedited shipping, just expect a 1.5 to 2 week shipping time from those guys. So, I mean, I think my son may have paid like less than $90 for this knife and sheath. So that's pretty good, where everybody else is selling it way above $100. So go check out Chicago Knife Works. It might be worth it to wait a couple more weeks, you know, for it to come in. But, you know, if this is something you're interested in after you do your research, make sure you check out Chicago Knife Works for the best prices. Or go to whatever your favorite, you know, knife company is for support. All right, troops, that's it. I know I'm rambling. But again, I had to show everybody this awesome blade right here, man. I hope that you enjoyed this. Let me see if I can get it in the proper angle. Let me bring awareness, everybody. Hashtag 22 a day. Hashtag 22 a day no more. There are veterans in active military who wants to get out of the service. They do face a lot of challenges. Unfortunately, one of these challenges is suicide. So at the end of this video, when we're done here, go check out the comment section and the description section. There will be phone numbers that you can call, websites that you can surf. Heartfelt message from Army veteran Martin Miller. Please read it. Read the message. And seek the help you all have earned and deserve. Troops, Legionnaires, new recruits, let me know what you think about this badass buoy. At the ready, troops. Hold the line. Take care of yourselves, man.